More World Championship victories, more ranking tournament victories, more prize money, more century breaks, more 147s than anybody else. Makes you sick, doesn't he?
I think he's absolutely phenomenal. To keep that motivation all those years, to keep wanting to go back and win and win. He's been in 9 finals at the Crucible Theatre, won 7 of them. I mean, absolutely phenomenal record. I thought you were bad in the 80s, but then he came along in the 90s and totally dominated. And, you know, a break builder we've never seen the likes of. Wants to make a century every frame if he can. But it's his motivation that really, I mean, he's done everything, been there, seen it, and he still wants to go back and keep doing it.
He keeps on saying he's going to not peter out. He's going to go out at the top of the game. Do you think he can do that?
I think the level of play that he's at the moment is still exceptionally high. I don't quite think he's as good as he was, being brutally honest about it. I don't think his long game's quite as good as it used to be. But when he's in amongst those balls, his break building is still of the highest calibre. And the reason you could be critical about his long game is it used to be devastatingly good. He misses the occasional one now that you'd never expect.
Occasionally, we've seen him sort of lose that edge, that confidence at the table. He's walked out there, but it's sort of disintegrated as the match has gone on when he started to miss a few, because it's debilitating when you start to miss the easy shots that you're supposed to get. Nowadays, does look a different player sometimes halfway through a match.
Can be the case. I think the Crucible last year with Matthew Stevens was one of the cases. Didn't really play up to the same standard that he has done, and he was very critical of himself in the press conference afterwards.
I played my first match, I played my second match, and apart from 4 frames last night, I played this match.
You're going to get that. He's playing at a level of snooker now, of course, which is higher right the way through. We know that from coming from 80s and 90s. Standard overall is so much higher now, and possibly you just have to accept it a little bit more, that sometimes even playing at your best might not be good enough.
Greatest pressure player the game's ever seen?
The greatest player, I think.
Yes.
Can't argue with it. Until somebody comes along and takes his record away, he's the best.